Well, here we are, everybody. The first episode of Marvel's Secret Invasion is officially here. The first episode, while a little slow, definitely gets things rolling by the end. So let's talk about what happens. So right before we get into it, let me just mention, of course, the audio commentaries that are back. And of course, Secret Invasion is here, so we will be doing an audio commentary for this for the Avenger level. Hopefully, we see you there. But now let's get to the episode. And one person that everybody was hoping to see show up after he abandoned them after the blip is Nick Fury. During the course of this episode, we find out that Fury has been MIA. He's been in space for years, literally abandoning everybody. From Everett Ross to, of course, Maria Hill, Talos, just about everybody. He's been up there in space, very much occupied, doing his own thing. And for various amounts of time, he's just ignored people. At the same time, we see that maybe he was choosing the right path because things have gone kind of crazy on Earth and he's just been occupied with space. On Earth now, there are Skrulls and some of them are good. Many of them are now turning out to be bad as they're shifting their plans in a more diabolical scheme. This scheme is to take over Earth, and we see that they're being led by a mysterious figure we don't really learn much about. But at the start of the episode, we do find out that their plans are pretty major, and they're going to hit a bunch of cities all pretty close to one another to start a major war between the United States and everybody that's operating there, which includes now James Rhodes being literally an advisor and working right under the president to start some sort of conflict with Russia that will ultimately lead to the destruction of humanity so Skrulls can take over. And as the episode goes on, we find out a couple more details, like Gaia, for example, Talos' daughter. She's now playing in the bad guy's side and in their pool, in their mindset. And we see that they're literally abducting humans, taking on their identities, and they're doing what Skrulls have done in the comics. They're the bad guys now, which is something that a lot of people wanted. And I think this episode really sets that up in a pretty decent way. The big plot of the episode is really just, hey, they're gonna blow some stuff up. Let's try to stop them. By the end of the episode, the agents, or Nick Fury and his friends, do not succeed. And it is not for a lack of trying, it's because Nick Fury, and the theme of this episode is the fact that he really has fallen off. He's not the same Nick Fury. He's suffering PTSD and nothing's been same since the blip. So it'll be interesting to see what they do in episode 2, but episode 1 was pretty decent, although slow paced.